Hey guys, and welcome to another episode here at Big Man in the Woods. My name is Mark, your online scout leader, helping you deliver more practical skills and skills for life. Now in this one, we're talking about this. The humble bag for life. What has a bag for life got to do with scouting? Well, I'm sure at some point in your scouting career, you're going to have a young person come camping with you who rocks up with a bag for life full of their camping clothes for the whole weekend. You're going to go crazy because what you told them was to bring a rucksack with all their goodies in, with all their clothes that they're going to need, with their compass, their torch, their food, sleeping bag, all that kind of thing in the rucksack. Instead of coming in with a humble rucksack, they've turned up with a bag for life, or better still, a suitcase, or even better still, the Checker shopping bag. And you've gone absolutely nuts and you're thinking, why have they done it? I told them to bring a rucksack, but they haven't. What my advice is take a breather, right? And think about the context. I haven't fully told you the story, have I? But people are always jumping on and will bite you before they find out the story. And it's about context. Okay, so the context that I want to talk about is it okay for a scout to come camping with a bag for life bag full of their goodies, or should it be better for them to bring a rucksack? Context. So let's think about where you are camping for that weekend. The majority of us as scout leaders, we will go car parking camping. Okay, what I mean by that is we'll pull up in the van to the car park and then we'll walk 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if it's bad, to site H. That's the pitch we've been given at the campsite. And that's it. Yeah? So car parking camping. We're going to get the trolley. We're going to push the equipment over from the car park, the 5 minutes walk to the pitch where we are. So is it really bad that Johnny doesn't rock up with a rucksack, but pulls up with a suitcase and a bag for life? In this situation, it's not a bad thing, is it? If we were hiking and he rocks up with a bag for life or a suitcase, yes, it's a bad thing, okay? But it's all about context, and we've got to start thinking more and more as scout leaders about context. And I see this more often online when people post something on social media, and boom, scout leaders snap at it, start saying X, Y, Z, negative, 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 negative. You've done this, you've done this, but actually they don't fully know the context. One. Okay, maybe the person's posting it hasn't put the full story on there. They haven't put the country or the context as such. So maybe it's their fault that they haven't put the whole full description. And secondly, as scout leaders, we need to kind of start questioning a bit more rather than just jumping on the bandwagon, following the sheep and ripping the nastiness out of that person who maybe just generally wants to ask a question. Now, as Big Man in the Woods, I do post a lot of things on it. I do get a lot of negative comments. But you know what? Brush it off with my shoulders. I'm not really bothered. But there are scout leaders out there that do get affected by it. Yeah? And we've just got to take a time to think about the context. It's a word that not just me, but the boys in Bush Scout, we use context quite a lot to teach different things, okay? And I think that's a word that we need to use more in 2021 as a scout leader. Think about the context. What is the scenario? What is the situation? Why are we talking about this? And I thought I'd just briefly do this. Why am I talking about a rucksack and a bag for life? I don't know. It's just an example of the random things that I've seen over my time that I've kind of gone, what? That's insane. But now I get older and I've been in scouting for nearly 15 years. I think actually, if little Johnny rocks up with his clothes in his bag, it's not actually a bad thing. It's not the best. It's not the ideal thing. His clothes are probably going to get wet and he's going to throw all his clothes because he can't find his pants or his soap that's at the bottom of his bag. And it's not as well packed out as if he brought a rucksack and it's got all the different pockets. But the context is we're car parking camping. 5 minutes walk, it's not bothered. He's going to drag the suitcase across the muddy field, but whatever. So guys, let's just take a bit of time, okay? Let's not snap, bite, whatever, and just take a bit of breather and think about the context, the subject of social media, what that person's posting about, yeah? So let's not snap. Let's be polite. Scouts is all about being respectful. being polite to one another, sharing the love of scouting. If this continues, scouting is going to be horrendous, isn't it? That's my little bit of rant. Yeah? Apologies. But the next episode will be much more fun, I promise you. Don't forget to subscribe to Big Man in the Woods. Click the notification bell. You know what to do if you want to see more Big Man in the Woods videos.